Welcome to Genoa High School, where tonight the Flyers are getting ready to do battle with the host Comets in NBC action here on Toledo Sports Network and CW13. I'm Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. And Mikey, you look at the Comets, they came into this one 3-1 in their last four. The Flyers are 5-0 since losing back-to-back games to Swanton and Rossford. The first time these two teams played, Lake got off to a 30-5 start in the first quarter. If you're Genoa tonight, what do you got to do to slow down that offense?
Well, it's really every offensive time they have the ball, they got to make it count. We're seeing a lot of bunnies that have been missed and a lot of things that are happening that shouldn't be happening. Right now, it's got to take over. He's got to take over, and White and Goodrich inside have got to play the game of their lives, and they got to make every possession inside count.
Should be a fun one. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to give it to you right here on Toledo Sports Network and CW13. Welcome back to Genoa, where the Comets are getting ready to do battle with the Lake Flyers in Northern Buckeye Conference action. These two teams right down 795 from each other. And we're going to give it to you. I'm Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. And first, Mikey, we will give the fans the starters for the visiting Lake Flyers. You've got number 3, senior Jared Reddick. Senior Todd Walters, number 10. Sophomore, number 22, Jacob Reddick. Junior, number 23, Brandon Neal, and senior, number 32, Connor Bowen. And for your home Genoa Comets, it is junior, number 5, Jimmy Henninger, sophomore, number 20, Matt Bradfield, junior, number 23, Jared Brasio, senior, number 30, Amos Potter, and senior, number 42, the big fella down low, Noah Goodrich. Mikey, Genoa coming in here, they are 3-1 in their last 4. Their only loss was an OT home loss to Eastwood. And conversely, you got the Flyers, who are 5-0 since losing 2 in a row to Swanton and Rossford about a month ago. So both of these teams really coming in here, peaking at the right time.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you. It's going to be a good game tonight. It's just going to see just how fast that Genoa can get on tack and make it work. Special thanks going out to IBEW tonight, Local 8, for helping us make this happen tonight. UA 50, Pub 51, Big Apple Deli, SBL Outfitters. Yours truly, Mike Jameson in Creative Video Imagery, and the great people out at First Federal Bank. Your bank, our bank, everybody's bank.
So Todd Walters wins the tip with Noah Goodrich. And Connor Bowen will set up shop for the Lake Flyers. First time these two teams played each other, the Flyers won 89-40. They were up 30-5 in the first quarter because they got off to a fast start. And just like that, the leading scorer in the NBC gets his first 2 points of the game, Mikey.
Well, look what you just saw right there. Number 1, ball control, as Neal brings it up for Lake again. They've been able to, they're instilling that press early in the game. They didn't do that Tuesday night. And it's so far it's worked out pretty good for Lake.
Right now we're at 12 points in that first game.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's just coming down to the big guys, the post guys. Goodrich and White have to play the game of their life and be able to make things happen down low.
And there's another turnover, a steal by Connor Bowen. He averages about 5 of those per game. And he has 4 quick, and we're going to get a timeout quick from Zach Alton Company, who before the game told me we want to try to slow the pace and make them work for their shots. And so far, just like that, 4-0.
Well, I mean, it comes down to ball control, having ball control, and it's almost like a confidence factor. It's almost like, Genoa's going in and they're not able to do things because, well, number 1, Mr. Reitnauer wasn't starting here, and Luke's made his way out to the floor right now, and that's going to change things up a little bit here for the Comets.
Real treat tonight. We're getting to see the top 3 scorers in the NBC, and Jared Reddick, Connor Bowen, and Luke Reitnauer respectively, as well as the top 2 rebounders in Mr. Noah Goodrich and Jared Reddick, who lead the conference on the boards end of things. Here's a 3 on the way.
How about
Nothing
that?
but the bottom of the net. Mr. Henninger says, how you doing? It's 4-3 Flyers. But Lake pushing the pace, and we got a stuff there from Amos Carter. It results in a turnover. So a little spark right now for the Comets, Mikey.
Well, you know, they wound up going overtime Saturday night, and probably some tired boys from that game. But Carter's the one who can make some good stuff happen inside. He's got the hops.
At least that looked like Carter. Matt Bradfield also out there. It looked like Carter did get that swat, though. We're on the other end of the
Oh, it was
court.
Bradfield. Yeah, it was Bradfield.
Number 20. So 6:18 to go. It's a 4-3 Lake lead. Every time these two teams play each other, it's always a good time. It does not matter the sport. Very close proximity, as we mentioned, right down 795. Here's a 3 from Mr. Gracia. That one goes off the back iron. Neal comes away with the rebound.
They're looking for a lot from Mr. Neal, too. He's a junior, and he's been able to play some of the games of his life and not clicking. Todd Walters, huge. Nice job inside for Todd.
Always doing the dirty work down low is number 10 for the Flyers. That makes it 6-3.
And that's another big thing here. Todd Walters plays a really good, hard inside game. That makes it so tough because there are 5 guys on that court then they have to guard as monstrous potential scoring threats.
Well, when Rossford came out here, we saw Genoa, who leads the NBC. Lake's in second, and right now the Flyers are tied for third in the conference at 5-4. Lake at 7-1. Rossford not lost a league game. They got on Rossford early, and the big fellas inside really had an impact, especially White. Here's another 3 on the way from Bradfield. That one goes off. And you always love talking about the big fellas because you were one of those guys back in the day, but Jamal White and Noah Goodrich need to have good games tonight for the Comets. Here comes Luke Reitnauer going the other way.
Luke had, 37 or 39. He had like 11 three-pointers.
And he goes inside and gets fouled. He is the second leading scorer behind Bowen, who averages 22 in the league. Mr. Reitnauer averaging 21.6 per game.
Both of these teams have such good scoring threats, and I hate pressing the issue, but it seems to be all about getting some big guys inside in the NBC. They've got the speed, they've got the shooting ability. I mean, there's three-point shooters. There's probably 7 three-point shooters out there right now between those two teams. But it's getting that big guy inside to dominate, and that's what Rossford has.
So first one good, second one no good for Luke Reitnauer, as Mr. Reddick comes away with the board. 6-4 your score after the free throw.
Oh, nice move.
They rotate it. Here's Jacob Reddick, nothing but the bottom of the net. And for those of you wondering, Jacob Reddick, only 8 games so far this year. He had a meniscus issue, I believe, in his left knee, and they decided just to take it out. If they would have left it in, it would have been a 6-month recovery period. They took it out. So Jacob Reddick is back in action, and he's one of their top 3-point shooters, 34.6% from behind the arc for Mr. Jacob Reddick on the season. So it's huge to have him back if you're a Flyers fan, Mikey.
Tore it up against Eastwood. Absolutely tore it up. At least 5 or 6 in the first half, and Jacob was just feeling it, and I'll tell you, he didn't stop.
And we are going to get a foul on the floor.
Well, so far what you've seen is Connor Bowen taking it to the hole, and he does that little left turn.
And Bowen hits a 3.
And hits the 3.
So he's got 7 already. That one goes off. Jacob Reddick comes away with the board. Here's another 3. Heat check time. That one goes off the front iron, and Henninger hustles back, gets the rebound the other end for the Comets.
That's a nice move right there.
And that one just a little short arm that time.
Got to make that happen. That's where you got to make it happen.
There's Brandon Neal going the other way.
Because Neal ain't going to miss.
Up and in. 11.6 points per game on the year, and their top 3-point shooter in terms of percentage, 39.8%. Here's another turnover, starting to mount up now for the Comets. That's 4 by my count. Good defense from behind, though, by Bradfield. It's 14-4, 3:19 to go here in the first. And get some subs in. Looks like Sam Sutter, 5'9" sophomore guard, coming in for the Comets. Here's another 3 on the way from Jacob Reddick. Boom. And you know what? For a sophomore, Jacob Reddick plays with a lot of confidence. Was a big part of this team as a freshman. You leave him open like that, he is not going to hesitate to shoot it. A lot of contact inside. Right now, he gets it away. They try to get it to Goodrich. Right now, he gets it back and gets a scoop.
Change hands. Nice job. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here, and we'll be right back with more high school basketball right here on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
CW13 and Toledo Sports Network is proud to bring you high school basketball each and every Saturday night starting at 8 p.m. The area's best games for you to watch every Saturday night starting at 8. Brought to you by ToledoSportsNetwork.com and CW13.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992, adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013. SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue.
Taking care of my mother is so hard. All my life, she gave me the best care she could. Now it's my turn. I have to find my mom the best care.
At Always Best Care, our caregivers are matched to meet your needs. And we even give you access to on-call, round-the-clock physician support along with your in-home care. If you need help with your mom or dad in Toledo, call 419-491-7114 or visit alwaysbestcare-nwOhio.com.
17-6 is your score. 2:52 to go here in the first quarter. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. And, you know, Mikey, so far, the Comets 4 turnovers, but already we've seen a couple of threes from the Lake Flyers. How important is that when you're playing Lake? I mean, not to belabor the point, but these guys can shoot the basketball and heat up quick. And we've seen Jacob Reddick get 2 3-pointers that were virtually uncontested.
And they're coming early in the set, and that's not good. It's not coming off a third or fourth pass. It's coming early in the set, and that's something that you know is going to have to figure out a way around right now because they're trying to run a man, and it's just not. They're able to break it up real quick.
Nice backdoor cut that time from Connor Bowen. Just like that, he's got 9. 19-6 your score now. Here's a 3 from the corner from Sutter. That one goes off the iron. Cotter comes away with the board. Young fella that we always see play bigger than his size. Here's Goodrich with a little hook.
That's got to go.
But he tips it back out to Cotter.
There you go.
Nice pass inside from
Nice
Cotter.
job.
So Noah Goodrich, the big fella, gets on the board. Averaging 14.1 to go with 7.7 to lead the league in rebounding. Look at Brandon Neal.
You know, Neal's really smooth at that little 10 to 12 footer right there. And they're just automatic. And he's going to be the floor leader next year as a senior, so he's got to be able to make that shot and make things happen. Boy, amazing that one didn't get stolen.
Todd Walters and Noah Goodrich going on the floor. Jared Reddick eventually comes away with it and gets the lay-in. Putting the pedal to the metal now are the Flyers. It's 23-8. Genoa trying to slow things down. Goodrich from way downtown. That one goes off, and Bowen comes away with the rebound.
He just doesn't stop, does he? Whew.
And that is 11 points now for Connor Bowen. Your score is 25-8.
The Big Apple Deli has all the food for your next party or get-together. The best subs, salads, soups, pasta, party trays, and great lunch and dinner specials. The Big Apple Deli, 2118 Woodville Road, has got you ready for all your party needs, or just stop out for a great lunch.
The Union Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices to do the job right. UA Local 50 Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
Taking care of my mother is so hard. All my life, she gave me the best care she could. Now it's my turn. I have to find my mom the best care.
At Always Best Care, our caregivers are matched to meet your needs. And we even give you access to on-call, round-the-clock physician support along with your in-home care. If you need help with your mom or dad in Toledo, call 419-491-7114 or visit alwaysbestcare-nwoohio.com.
Special thanks going out to the great folks over at IBEW Local 8. Been with us since day one, and we can't thank them enough. Ron and Joe and the gang over there have always just been really good to us. UA Local 50 and the Pipefitters, special thanks going out, sticking with us here. And Pub 51, Ronnie Bin, good food, great pizza, by the way. And of course, Tim Williams over at Big Apple Deli and Big Apple Blossom Florist. You know, it's not too far away from that Valentine's thing.
Thanks for reminding me I'm single, Mike. Appreciate it.
I just thought I'd get that out there for you.
All right. 1:07 to go here in the first quarter. I hate Mike Jameson. Your score is 25-8.
I didn't get done with my sponsors yet. SPL Outfitters right over there next to BW3s over on Navarre Avenue, and of course First Federal Bank. And yes, Mikey is single, and I really don't care if you're upset about the...
You insulted me. You insulted me a little bit.
Seems to be something we do pretty well on Saturday mornings.
Scoreboard at home if you know where that movie reference was from just now.
Ooh.
Here's Luke Reitnauer loses the handle as he tries to go to the bucket. 6 turnovers now by my count for the Comets, and that is not a good recipe against this fast-paced Lake offense. And, you know, Mikey, Genoa, they had a couple of looks inside and couldn't cash them home. And that's something in the second quarter. As Reddick misses from way outside, but
nice.
Brandon Neal skies for the rebound.
Wow.
Getting way up there. He's got 6. You know, and he really is the bailout guy for the Lake Flyers. I mean, Connor Bowen is the guy that's the floor general, but
sure,
he has him to go to on the wing just about every time, you know.
Do you get the feeling Connor Bowen wants to win this game? I mean, he's like everywhere. He's, it's like, don't try and stop me. 22
points, 6.8 assists per game, averaging also around 5 steals per game.
Incredible.
Is Connor Bowen this year. Here's Bradfield with the tray.
Need it.
That one rims off the right side, and it's rebounded by Brandon Neal. Looks like the Flyers are trying to slow down and settle for the last shot here.
Did you just say Flyers slow down?
I did.
I can't believe that.
2 words that are rarely used in the same sentence, but they were just then. Here's Bowen looking for something. Turns around, fires the J, and that one goes off. So after 1 quarter of the play, the Flyers lead at 27-8 here at Genoa on Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
Well, Mike, what do you think that What do you think is going to have to happen here if you're a Genoa fan and you want to make things go?
Well, right now, they've taken a few threes there in the first quarter, and the problem with that against the Flyers is the longer the shot, often the longer the rebound.
Sure.
And right now, Lake has been taking away a lot of those second chance opportunities from Genoa, so they're getting the rebound and they're getting out and beating them down the floor. And when they turn it into a track meet like that, Genoa, that's when you start to see the fatigue set in. You start to see guys get winded, get into foul trouble. They got to get it into the post, if you ask me. Try to go inside out.
The union plumbers, steam fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices to do the job right. UA Local 50 plumbers, steam fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon, is your full-service florist with over 30 years floral design experience. Whether you prefer time-honored and traditional or contemporary and modern, the Big Apple Blossom will custom design an arrangement for you. Stop by the Big Apple Blossom Florist for unique, one-of-a-kind gifts for all ages. The Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon.
Pub 51 is just a great neighborhood bar and grill. They're about as close to being all things to all people as I've seen. They have a miniature bowling league, and they take that pretty darn seriously. Oh, and a dartball league, and a cornhole league, and a pool league. They have a lot of leagues. Pub 51 has a big outdoor patio, too. Well, their pizza and food are reasonably priced, too. Give Pub 51 a try. They're on Woodville Road, just a half-mile east of the Woodville Mall.
Pro Golf Academies and Technologies and Pro Golf Fairways, Toledo's #1 stop for all your golf equipment needs. Instruction with licensed PGA and LPGA Tour instructor Jeff Menor, and the best golf simulators in the area. Located right next to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street, custom club fitting with name brand clubs and professional loft and lie capability. Now you can plan 18 holes on our Pro Golf Fairways with over 80 courses throughout the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulator systems. Call us at 419-205-6644. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jameson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music and creative video imagery.
27-8 is your score out here in Genoa. Woo. Flyers lead it to start things off here in the second. By my count, we had 6 turnovers from the Comets in that first quarter. Connor Bowen had 11. Brandon Neal and Jacob Reddick each had 6. So far a balanced offensive attack. And Mikey, we were just talking about it at the end of the quarter there. Comets right now taking some threes, but you'd still like to see them try to go inside and work it to the outside.
Well, what you're seeing now is a little bit of that 2-3, 1-2-2 zone. And, right in front of us
for
here.
The ball, and Todd Walters eventually comes up with it. And we're going to get a jump ball. Noah Goodrich got up for that, and we've seen that young fella's hops. Also a tight end on the football field. And that is why he's leading the league in rebounding. But that time when he tapped it out, just too many guys in that slate gray for Lake Flyers.
I'll tell you, it's incredible. It's like they're coming in waves right now. Oh, nice job.
So that time Jamal White just taking care of business before Brandon Neal gets the layup, makes him earn it at the line. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. We talked about Jamal White a little bit the last time you and I did a game together out here. I believe that one was against Rossford, and Jamal White had a pretty big game, and that one was a factor on both ends of the floor early in the game.
Well, that's the formula right there. you know, you got to get White, you got to get Goodrich to make some big things happen inside, which is going to mean that that the Flyers are going to have to spread it out a little bit more, and that's going to give them the ability to get Bradfield and Cotter in them to get some threes, and right now get some threes.
So Brandon Neal hits them both. It's 29-8 with 7:03 to go here in the first half. Mike Baumlin with Mike Jameson. Always a good time when we do these games, especially out here at Genoa. They always treat us right. So Comets trying to set something up here. Looks like a 3-2 going on right now at the Lake Flyers defensively.
Yeah, but it's if you really look at it, it moves around. It's kind of like an evolving defense here, the way Coach Bollins has got it set up.
Bradfield with a nice hard take to the hole.
That's what they
need.
It's
29-10, but look at Brandon Neal coming the other way. He's got 10 now, does Brandon Neal. And it's 31-10. And this is part of the problem you have with this defense is they force you to start your offense so far out. Nice backdoor pass there by Goodrich. It was kicked, so it will stay with the Comets. Goodrich got a soft touch, too. We've seen him make some nice passes for a big fella.
I agree.
6:11 to go here in the first half. Bradfield gets it right back to Reitnauer. Little show and go. Goes to the floor, no call. And that results in a turnover. And the Flyers again looking to push.
Just incredible how quick Bowen is. And I think that's his first miss of the day, Goodrich, with the rebound there for Genoa.
Well, on the year, he's shooting 65% from two-point range, 65.6% from free throw, but a lot of that two-point field goal percentage, which is really good for two-point field goal percentage, is he gets a lot of steals that result in transition layups. He's averaging about 5 steals per game. Here's a three from the corner. That one goes out from Jimmy Henninger, but they eventually chase it down and get it back, but another turnover again. Brandon Neal just throws it up the floor, but look at Bradfield hustling. Almost takes out a cheerleader, but you got to respect the hustle from Bradfield right now, Mikey.
And at that point, I would have to say that's the cheerleader's fault. She saw it coming, right? I mean, you know, you got to watch out for that.
Oh, we're throwing cheerleaders under the bus. No, man, you don't have too much time to react when you got Freight Train coming off the track like that, but stays with the Flyers nonetheless. Here's Jacob Reddick. He is feeling it from outside right now, folks.
This is just like what happened at Eastwood.
3 threes, 9 points, and I don't think he's missed from out there yet. 34-10 is your score. The Flyers lead it.
Whew.
And that's the thing about doing these games. You just, even announcing them, you got to catch your breath because the pace is so frenetic.
Fast.
So Genoa's still trying to look for some answers here. That's one guy they can certainly get it from is Luke Reitnauer. 3 points so far on the night, averaging 21.6 in the season. But give credit to this Flyers defense. They are swarming.
And it's a ball handling issue here too, because you got to be able to have your forwards to be able to penetrate, and if they can penetrate, that's gonna make some things happen for Luke.
You see the quick hands that time from Jared Reddick, resulting in another steal for the Flyers. That one rims off, and Goodrich comes away with a board. He's got 3 now. And again, the Flyers are going to try to slow down the pace here, set things up, something Coach Zach Alt said that he wanted his guys to do. Make it more of a half-court game and try to force the Flyers to play at their pace.
Looks like they're
corner 3 from Mr. Goodrich. That goes off. And they're going to say it's going to the Flyers as Cotter and Reddick go for it over there. 3:52 to go, 34-10 is your score. Lake is on top.
I give them credit, and then Lake's got to play again tomorrow night. They'll be playing Central Catholic at Central, and
I think that game is going to be an interesting one. That one rims out. Cotter gets the board. Looks like we're going to get a loose ball foul.
I think I may even wind up at that game. I might go out there and check that game out. That's your alma mater.
That is my alma mater. That one's going to be on Todd Walters. That is his first. I think Central's in second or third place right now on the track. My memory serves me right. Lima Senior hanging tough. St. John's, as always, is doing their thing out there on Airport Highway. But it's going to be interesting, you know, for people in the city to get a glimpse of this Lake team. And I don't want people listening to think that this is a Lake Love Fest right now. I mean, we are partial as announcers. We are not, or I should say we're not partial to either team. We're just telling you what's going on right now. And these boys are good.
I just let you dig your own hole.
12-2, 7-1. I'm not digging a hole. But I think sometimes, you know,
they're
people
starting to move the ball.
People think there might be a love fest going on, and we do a lot of NBC games, and I'm just saying I think that has potential to be an eye-opener tomorrow night for some people in the city who aren't familiar with the Flyers out in Millbury. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you.
Watch a lot of basketball, man. 10 turnovers now by my count for the Comets. You know, and this is a program that's trying to build. You know, Lake is a very experienced team, as you're seeing right now.
Sure.
But the Comets do have some guys who can shoot from the outside. But when you're playing at a pace like this, it's hard to establish some continuity offensively, and we've seen that tonight.
It's incredible. It's just incredible because it's boom, 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 boom. We haven't seen many fouls, not many guys going to the line, and whoa.
And that one does result in a steal by Mr. Sutter.
And
he pushes it, floats it up. That one goes off, and Jared Reddick comes away with the board. There's Connor Bowen.
Whoa.
Little floater. It goes for Mr. Bowen, who now has 13 points. Those are his first points of the quarter. 36-10, 2:24 to go here in the half. Josiah
Just
Bradfield
amazing.
in the game now, the freshman out there, number 2 with the ball right now. Well, and you've seen this quarter, most of the time offensively for the Comets has been spent around the three-point line.
Oh, definitely. They're
not inside, and that's part of this defense is they push you further out and make it difficult for you to get inside. But here's Cotter taken to the hoop.
That's one thing. Cotter, when he gets that ball inside right there, Cotter's got to turn and make a commitment to do whatever he's going to do. He's not turning and making that commitment yet. So,
Well, he did that time, and he's going to go to the free throw line for 2. First one is up. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Mr. Cotter. Want to remind all you guys, too, you can check us out at ToledoSportsNetwork.com. Got lots of past games on there, football, basketball, going back years. Probably before I started shaving. That's how long I've been with Toledo Sports Network now. As Cotter hits both of them, and it's now 36-12 with under 2 to go here in the second quarter.
You're like June of this year's calendar, the Toledo Sports Network calendar.
That's right, we do. Yes. We have that. The Flyers get a turnover on the other end, so the Comets now are going to have a chance to chip away at this one, but I think that take was representative, Mikey, and tell me if you disagree, of what Genoa's got to try to do more in the second half, which is when the shots aren't falling from the outside, you're piling up the turnovers, just make a concerted effort to try to get to the paint and get to the free throw line.
Well, the one thing I haven't seen out of the Comets yet, other than right now, is the attack mode. No one's attacking. No one's trying to penetrate. And even if it's an offensive foul, make the statement that I'm going to penetrate. We're not penetrating.
So here's Brassia with the 3. That one goes off the back iron. Tipped out by Cotter, though, to Mr. Sutter.
Oh, that hurt.
And we're going to get a push inside on Drayton Williams. I believe the foul is going to go on. That'll be his first. 1:03 to go.
See, the difference between these two teams is the fact you've got Connor Bowen, you've got Reddick, you've got all of these different guys that are doing things, Neil, they're penetrating. They're trying to make things happen. Up.
That floater goes
Boy, if that would have gone in.
Sutter comes away with the board, though. But the Flyers again swarm, come away with it. Connor Bowen goes the other way, and he'll have a chance to get the and one.
Wow.
15 now for Connor Bowen. He's shooting 57% from two-point range this year. And a big reason why is that transition game. We see it with the Flyers. We're seeing it here tonight. They get the rebound. They go out and run.
It's attack, 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 attack. And not only do you have Connor doing that, you've got Reddick doing it, and you've got Neal doing it. And when Williams is in there, when Drayton Williams is in there, same thing. These guys just have been embedded in their heads that they have to attack. And I guess if you're a basketball coach and you got some young kids, you want to teach them something, attack. That's always been when I coached. That was my thing. I had a hand sign in. If I did this, well, they can't see what I'm doing here, but I put my hand out and I just kind of hit it real hard. No matter what I said, that meant you go to the bucket no matter what. I don't care. You don't do anything but go to the bucket. And I think they've just got that instilled in them, and they just know. Make a beeline to the bucket.
Jared Reddick cashes in the free throw, 39-12, with under 40 seconds to go here.
Amazing.
In the first half. And again tonight, Luke Breitenauer had 12 the first time these two teams played each other. Only got 3 so far tonight. And we'll see in the second half what he and Mr. Goodrich can do.
Oh, nice move by Sutter.
Look at Sutter, a little show and go. And I like the hustle I'm seeing from the freshmen out there right now. Josiah Bradfield, number 2, scrapping right now. And that led to that opportunity by Mr. Sutter, who's going to get a chance for 2 at the free throw line.
Well, that little crossover dribble, 99% of the time works, you know? Because if you're coming in hard and you make the move off, the guy's already committed.
So Sutter gets his first point of the night. 4 for 5. I got the comments right now from the charity stripe, so they've been doing a good job with the freebies. The second one's up, and that one's nothing but net for Mr. Sutter.
Nice
so hard work
right
pays
there.
off right there for the young fella. It's 39-14. And again, the Flyers are going to try to hold for the last shot. And look at Mr. Josiah Bradfield, the freshman, D'ing up the senior here. Here's a corner 3. That one's short-armed. And that's going to do it for the first half. The Flyers lead it 39-14 here on the Toledo Sports Network, CW13.
Remember this? How could you forget? Bet you wish you had one of these last winter. Tass Electronics has remote car starters from $129 installed, plus heated seats starting at just $149. No one can stop the winter, but with Tass, you can have a nice, warm vehicle waiting for you. Get over to Tass today.
Tass Electronics. Feel the power. Tass Electronics. It's hot.
You've planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. You don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery, making moments into lifetime memories.
Do your utility bills have you down? Get out from under those heavy bills with new windows from Dunright Building Services. New windows from Dunright can change the vision of your home both inside and out. And right now, for a limited time only, you can get any white double-hung standard window for only $179 each. Remember, for a job done right, you better call Dunright.
New home, same address. It starts with new windows. Call us at Dunright Building Services today.
Pro Golf Academies and Technologies and Pro Golf Fairways, Toledo's #1 stop for all your golf equipment needs. Instruction with licensed PGA and LPGA Tour instructor Jeff Menor, and the best golf simulators in the area. Located right next to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street, custom club fitting with name brand clubs and professional loft and lie capability. Now you can play in 18 holes on our Pro Golf Fairways with over 80 courses throughout the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulator systems. Call us at 419-205-6644.
39-14 is your score at the half.
Wow.
So we welcome you back. Mike Ballman here with Mike Jameson and give you a little halftime breakdown. Rebounds about even, and by my count, I got Lake with 11, Genoa with 10, but right now, Lake is winning the turnover battle, Mikey. Genoa's got 11 turnovers, Lake's got 3 turnovers.
Well, you know what? It's real simple. These guys have to do what we've talked about the whole game. They got to penetrate. They got to penetrate. Look at the fouls. I mean, total fouls 5-2. Looks like Lake's got 5. You need more penetration. You need more things happening, and it's just not happening right now.
Well, we talked about seeing the top 3 scorers in the league tonight. Connor Bowen averaging 22 per game. He's got 16 at the break.
Incredible.
Luke Reitenauer, who's averaging 21.6, only 3 points by the half. And Noah Goodrich, who's their second leading scorer, averaging over 14 a game. He's got 2 points and 3 rebounds right now. So right now, the leading scorers right now for the Comets have been limited by this Lake defense so far, Mikey.
Well, I think what you're seeing for the Flyers right now is what they have to do to get themselves ready for the playoffs. They're attacking. They're showing their ability to be able to just get to the basket in every form of the game instead of running an offense. Because Mike, you haven't seen a set offense that much tonight from the Flyers. They haven't had to. So that's another thing that keeps it real interesting tonight.
Well, getting a chance to talk to Coach Zach Alt before the game, is he talked about wanting to slow the pace of this game, and he also talked about wanting to contest defensively. We've seen a couple of 3-pointers from Jake Reddick so far tonight, who's 3 for 3, I believe, behind the line. He's got 9 points. A lot of those 3-pointers were uncontested, and give some of that credit to Connor Bowen, because he commands so much attention that when he gets into the paint, it leaves guys open on the outside. But Genoa defensively, you've coached this game for a long time. What do if you were coaching Connor Bowen, how would you try to limit how the other guys beat you? I mean, what do you do defensively?
I can see right now with what Genoa's been trying to do, any kind of man-to-man isn't going to work. Some sort of box and one, something of maybe a modified 2-3, where you've got somebody on Connor all the time. But then when you do that, what do you got? You've got a Redding. You've got two different Reddings that are knocking on the door. So, Jared Redding's been quiet so far tonight, but his brother Jacob has been able to hit the 3. I mean, it's just really, really tough. But I think and I know people are going to say, no, I don't believe that, Mike. They always say a great offense is a good defense. I'm going to go just the opposite here, okay? A great defense is a very aggressive offense, especially where you're at right now with your fouls. You got to be aggressive. You got to start taking some chances and getting yourself in there to maybe get them into some sort of foul trouble.
So it's 39-14. Flyers lead it out here in Genoa. Comets get the ball first here to start the second half. See if they can come up with some answers offensively to this Lake defense, which has forced 11 turnovers in the first 2 quarters of play. So Matt Bradfield saves it there. And you talked about this defense, sort of a hybrid 3-2 that they do.
Yep.
Swarm into the basketball. Here's Cotter. Makes the extra pass. Here's Bradfield for a 3. Goes off the back iron, and it's rebounded by Jacob Reddick.
And I've got no problem with that shot. You're 5 or 6 passes in.
And I believe that is the first miss from long range tonight for Jacob Reddick as Bradfield comes with the board. And that's a name I've been saying a lot tonight, too. Bradfield is hustling. Keep an eye on this young fella out here. Only a sophomore, 6'1". He's a tough kid. So here's Goodrich, makes the extra pass down inside.
They're giving that one back to Lake.
And that one goes off Luke Reitenauer. And we've kind of seen him let him play on the inside tonight. You know, we're at the opposite end of the floor. For those of you watching on TV, we're down towards the band. So as they're coming right to left across your screen right now, we are actually in that bottom left corner.
Kind of a matchup man here.
Here's Bowen. Misses that inside, and who else but Noah Goodrich to come away with the board. He's got 4 now.
Got to take it bit by bit right now, but you have to score. You have to score. Yeah, and they're running that 3-2 once again, and Genoa just doesn't seem to have an answer for it yet.
And there's a little floater that time for Mr. Henninger. Rims off, and it comes to Jared Reddick, who also has 4 rebounds now for the Flyers. Here's Jacob.
Nice.
No look pass inside. Maybe got a little too fancy that time.
Yeah, maybe he needed to look on that pass.
Yeah, that one got away from him a little bit, the young fella. You can do that when you're up as much as they're up right now. You can't.
Oh, no, Jacob, you didn't just hear my buddy say that. You didn't hear him say that.
What I meant was you can get away with 1 or 2 of those.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Before a coach starts to kick you in the butt a little bit.
There's a big block right there. Reddick with a big block.
There's Brandon Neal coming the other way. Genoa gets back, but there's Jared coming on the back end. Misses the first one, gets the second one. And they're going to call that one a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Mr. Carter.
You know, I always look at that, and when I was coming down, and Jared got in there, and Jared kind of threw that elbow out. Did you see that? That little elbow goes out, and I think he got away with one on that. Sorry, Jared.
So Carter picks up his first, and Jared Reddick makes his first free throw. Rewind it.
Wow.
Free throw.
You're going to make me edit tonight, aren't you?
I got a little tongue-tied, man. Sometimes it happens. We're all human. The second one's up, and that free throw goes off the front iron, and Jared comes away with the board temporarily, but turns it over. So just as I say that, I jinxed him. 4 for 5. That's a first miss tonight. So it's 40-14 for the Lake Flyers in this third quarter. 5:33 to go. Comets still looking for an answer offensively. Just 5 total points right now from their 2 leading scorers, who on the year average about 35 points combined per game. It's Bradfield trying to attack.
Jump ball.
And we're going to get a jump ball.
Yep.
And the possession arrow is to the Flyers. But I like that right there, Mikey, trying to attack the paint. Because right now the shots aren't falling for the Comets. And the best way to get back into the game is to attack in the paint and see if you can get to the free throw line. A little pull-up jumper that time from Bowen does not go. Bradfield again. Making me say his name. Comes away with the rebound. And that time Todd Walters just takes it away. There's Jared Reddick for 3. That one goes off the left rim. And that one will go back to the Genoa Comets. 4:48 to go here in the third quarter. And as we mentioned to start this one, Mikey, Genoa coming in here having played pretty well. They're 3-1 in their last 4. Their only loss was a 57-65 OT loss to Eastwood. And they beat Fostoria 56-47 on Tuesday. So, I mean, they've come in here at 9-6, 5-4, tied for 3rd in the league.
I mean, it's there. It's just I like to see people just really banging it and trying to take it in, especially when we're still 5-2 on fouls for the whole game. I mean, we need to see some serious hardcore banging in there, and that's right there. That's what you need to see. Nice job.
So Noah Goodrich takes the inbounds pass, and he'll have a chance for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Well, Goodrich can do it. Goodrich, they need to just get that ball up there and let him do what he does best.
The free throw's up and good. So he now has 5, and it's 40-17. The Flyers lead it. 4:22 to go here in the third quarter. Comets trying to look for some answers offensively here. Here's a 3 from the wing from Connor Bowen. That one goes off. And Mr. Brossia coming away with the rebound. Actually, that was Jordan Brennan. My bad. Jordan Brennan comes away with the rebound. He checks in. 5'9", senior. One of the seniors on this team. 5 of them you've got for the Comets by my count on this roster. You know, and Zach Alt's a first-year head coach, and we've talked about this before, Mike. You know, this is a guy who played here, 2004 graduate. If my research serves me correctly. You know, he's a good guy in terms of his energy. He knows the game. But, you know, building a program, rebuilding a program does not happen overnight. And they've got some good players on this team. And that's, you know, what you're seeing with the Flyers here tonight, if this is your first time seeing them.
That's what they need to do right there.
And even though you don't make the shot, as you said, the emphasis to continue to try to go inside.
And it looked like there was a foul there, too.
And Jacob Rettig continuing to take care of business outside. He's got 12.
Who is this sophomore?
4 for 5 from behind the arc by my count tonight is 43-17.
Incredible shooting.
And we're going to get a travel right there on Jordan Brennan. Turnover number 15 for the Comets. But it does. It takes time to build a program, and these are two teams that right now are at different points. You've got a really experienced Lake team that's got young men with the ball right now. We've been seeing him play varsity since he was a freshman. That's a lot of games under his belt.
They've been playing together since 3rd grade.
That one goes off from Jacob Rettig, and it's going to stay with the Flyers. We got Jamal White, another big fella in the game right now for the Comets, and we mentioned his name earlier. It's a guy Mikey likes at 6'5".
I think he's a nice ball player, and once again.
Jared Rettig hits the 3 from the left wing.
That's his first basket. I mean, he's got some foul shots in here, but 3-pointer, he's got 6 points tonight so far.
So it's 46-17 after that 3 from Jared Rettig. Also having a really good year. 16.7 points per game, 3rd in the league, 7.5 rebounds per game, and 3.6 assists per game, and almost 5 steals per game. Shooting 65% from that 2-point range. So young fellas having a good year for the 12-2 Flyers. As we mentioned, lost back-to-back games to Swanton and Rossford early in January and are on a 5-0 run since then. So 3 from right now goes off, but Sutter again, also hustling and bustling out there. He got the rebound.
Sutter's having a nice game.
And the Comets continue to attack here, continue getting the paint. Right now it's going to go to the free throw line.
Special thanks going out to IBEW Local 8, UA 50, Pub 51, Big Apple Deli. The great people over at SBL Outfitters, and Always Best Care Senior Services. Of course, the great people at First Federal Bank. As right now hits his first, and much needed. I'm thinking, 5 points in the second half? 6?
Well, give Genoa credit in the second quarter. It was 27-8 after 1, and it was 39-14 after 2. So they held the Flyers to 12 points there in the second quarter by slowing the pace of the game down.
Right.
But offensively, it's been a long night at the other end. Points have been hard to come by. Obviously, as it's the third quarter, they've got 18 now. They had 8 after 1 and 14 after 2. And that's going to be Reitnauer's first foul. This is Connor Bowen going to the line now. After the hard take to the hoop. So he'll have a chance to cash in the second one here.
2 shots, guys, nowhere near the 1-on-1 yet, and if we could get ourselves close to that for either one of these teams, it's a breakout, or it could be a way for the Comets to make some things happen. But this is where they got to attack. You got to get that ball inside and make some things happen. And your ball handling has just got to be perfect.
Another three from the corner from right now goes off. And it's rebounded by, I believe, number 20, Adam Duncan, into the game for the Flyers as Genoa hustles back.
Duncan's another three-point shooter.
Jacob to Duncan. Sutter facing him. Jacob tries to go for a crossover. And Sutter stays in front of him.
Look at that. Ugh.
There's a three from Jared Reddick, who is now starting to heat up.
Woo.
He's got 9 points, 7 rebounds. 50-18 is your score with 1:15 to go here in the third. Sutter kicks it back out to Cotter. Looks for some help.
You get to a point where it's like right now he's got nobody to pass to. There you go.
The jumper from Cotter goes off, and again, Mr. Duncan comes away with the board, but we're going to get a jump ball as Sutter keeps hustling. And I believe the possession arrow is going to stay with the Comets, or does it go back to Lake? It is going to go back to the Lake.
Flyers, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
50.4 to go. Clock ticking here in the third quarter. Mike Baum and Mike Jameson. Always lovely to bring you guys high school hoops each and every weekend here on the Toledo Sports Network. Floater goes out, but the tip out goes back to Mr. Duncan. They reset it.
I would have just called him inhuman if that one would have gone in. I mean, he did not have his feet set, and it looked like it was going.
So here's Goodrich trying to work it down low, kicks it back outside. Back to Goodrich. And that one goes after the back iron. Jared Reddick with 8 boards now. Duncan flying up the other way, and he gets the deuce. 52-18 is your score now. Here's right now, we're trying to get the last shot. Little floater. And that one goes off the back iron. So after 3, it is 52-18. The Flyers lead the Comets here on our Toledo Sports Network and CW 13.
Hope you're enjoying the game today. Hi, I'm Mike Jameson, president of ToledoSportsNetwork.com. Now, Channel 13 and the wonderful people here are bringing some great games to you each and every week. And we'd love to make your company part of what we're putting together here. We've got the reach and we've got the ability to get you out at a reasonable cost so that all of these wonderful people can talk about your business, whether it's on the internet, on live television, or live internet. You can give us a call at 419-514-1302. Let us spotlight what you have here with all of our unbelievable packages that we have. And we make it very cost effective for even the smallest business. Creative Video Imagery and the Toledo Sports Network is proud to bring you this game right here on 13.2, the Live Well Network. Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide lime and hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
The Blue Pacific Grill at Levis Commons is your gateway to great food and fun. A tropical-themed restaurant that offers a unique dining experience where you create your own stir-fry from your choice of meats, seafoods, veggies, seasonings, and our signature sauces. The Blue Pacific Grill at Levis Commons, a touch of the islands right here in Toledo. Join us for lunch and dinner. The Blue Pacific Grill, Levis Commons, Perrysburg.
To 18 is your score. The Lake Flyers on top of the Comets out here at Genoa. Mike Bauman with Mike Jameson here on Toledo Sports Network and CW13. And, you know, Mikey, we mentioned earlier, we're unbiased. This is not a love fest for either team.
Yeah.
But right now, you're just seeing a very experienced, well-oiled machine enforce their will defensively, holding the Genoa Comets to 18 points.
It makes it tough. It really does. IBEW Local 8, UA 50, Pump 51, Big Apple Delis, SBL Outfitters, Always Best Care Senior Services, and First Federal Bank are proud to bring you these games. Boy, that helps.
Josiah Bradfield, the freshman with the floater, giving some good minutes tonight. Here's Drayton Williams with the free three. And he
just
traveled,
a little bit. He traveled just a little bit.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit.
Probably the best movie call ever in terms of sports movies.
I agree.
The most memorable announcer call.
I'm sure Dave Truman wouldn't say that. I'm sure he's got something else. But you guys got to bring your feud back tomorrow on the radio show.
Well, for people watching on TV, it was this Saturday morning at 8, so it'll be next Saturday at 8 o'clock. You can catch us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on 106.5 The Ticket for the 3-for-all. You can also listen to it on your phone at TuneIn Radio. As that 3 goes for Brandon Neal.
Is that a 3?
He's got 13 points now. 55-20 is your score, under 7 to go. Want to remind everybody, too, as the big fella gets going a little bit here, Noah Goodrich now got 7 to make it 55-22? 55-22, yep.
Yeah.
ToledoSportsNetwork.com. You can check out a lot of our past games going back as long as I've been with you guys. I think
since 1911.
1911.
We were doing video before the Titanic sank.
That's a good thing to put on your resume.
Yes.
If you want to get hired by the circus, people think you're mentally, criminally insane. Another 3 from Brandon Neal steps right into it.
Woo.
16 now for Neal.
Whoa.
58-22.
Whoa. Uh-oh. Hey.
Little lob there to Mr. Bradfield. That young fella's been hustling tonight.
That show was party. We like those. That was party.
And in addition to the past games online, you can also check them out on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Twitter at Toledo Sports NW. It's Connor Bowen. It's raining threes now. He's got 20 points to lead all scorers, 61-24. And another turnover for the Comets. As Jared Reddick takes it to the hoop and he gets fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. And you mentioned, for people watching this at home, the game will have already been taking place between Lake and Central. And I think you and I are on the same page that we feel like that one could open some eyes to some people in the city. Now, granted, it's tough on a back-to-back, but Lake's got some good athletes.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of experience. Here's Connor Bowen from the top of the key. That one goes off, but Jared Reddick comes away for his 10th rebound.
I think it's pretty safe to say, just athlete-wise, Lake they've got the horses to do that. But the problem is
the size will be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah.
And Central's always tough to play in the Sullivan Center. I'm biased. I will be biased on that. I think that's nice.
Weren't you like the leading scorer at the Sullivan Center?
Don't start. Just don't.
6th grade CYO.
Don't start.
When you were a freshman at high school.
Do I got to say don't start again?
Go ahead.
Don't start. Tough place to play. But That should be a fun game to watch. If you're a basketball fan, you don't got anything going on tomorrow night. Well, if you're listening to this online, you don't have anything going on Saturday night, go watch that game. It's going to be a really good game.
Yes, please do. I'd like to do that game, but I think that's one of the games I would just like to just go sit down and watch a good game of basketball.
So Matt Bradfield misses the first. Got a chance here to cash in the second one, and he does. He's got 5 points to go with 4 rebounds. Young fella's been hustling. I think you're going to see a lot more from Matt Bradfield in the future here at Genoa Hoops. 61-25 after his free throw, under 5 to go.
And after the game, I think we'll talk to Coach Bowen and talk a little bit about what their plans are for the playoffs. Look at.
And there's one of the big fellas, Nathan Permar, 6'3" junior, getting into the paint. Well, and it might be a little too early to talk playoffs. I mean, these guys still are going for a league title, and they need to beat Rossford, which you'll see that next week. I believe that game is
Saturday.
next Friday.
It'll be our 9:30 game.
Last year, those games both decided the league title, and this year it looks like it could happen again. Rossford took care of business last month on Lake's home floor, and they lead the NBC right now. They are the top dogs.
Yes.
No pun intended with the Bulldogs. So that one's going to be a fun one. Goodrich comes away with the board after the miss. 25-61. Flyers lead it. 4:21 to go. And there's Goodrich again inside. He's got 9 points and 7 rebounds now, so a couple of ticks on the stat sheet away from the double-double, 61-27. And there's Bradfield. There's that dude again. Hustling.
Nice.
And he cashes in on the other end. I really like the young fella's game, Mikey. A lot of hustle out there from that kid. I like it. Permar's 3 is short.
There we go.
And here's Genoa going the other way, Mr. Goodrich.
Very nice.
And he gets the lay-in. He's got 11 and 8. And Genoa has slowed down the pace offensively. It was 27 points Lake had in the first, 39 in the second, 50 by the third. So only 12 points and 11 points in the second and third quarters, but the Flyers got off to such a fast start.
Yep.
Not quite as fast as the first time they played each other, but it was enough for them to get the early lead. Another turnover, Matt Bradfield going the other way. And eventually Goodrich will finish it.
Well, I mean, Jacob Redding is popping the threes again tonight, which, that adds a whole new element to what they haven't had since the injury. And at this time, we'll take a timeout because I think we need to.
61-33 is your score. 3:12 to go in the game. We'll be back.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992, adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013. SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue.
Taking care of my mother is so hard. All my life, she gave me the best care she could. Now it's my turn. I have to find my mom the best care.
At Always Best Care, our caregivers are matched to meet your needs. And we even give you access to on-call, round-the-clock physician support along with your in-home care. If you need help with your mom or dad in Toledo, call 419-491-7114 or visit alwaysbestcare-nwoohio.com.
The Big Apple Deli has all the food for your next party or get-together. The best subs, salads, soups, pasta, party trays, and great lunch and dinner specials. The Big Apple Deli, 2118 Woodville Road, has got you ready for all your party needs, or just stop out for a great lunch.
The Union Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices to do the job right. UA Local 50 Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
61-33, 3:12 to go here in the game. Mike Bauman out here with Mike Jameson.
Noah Rocky Top, Tennessee.
The DJ in you is coming out right now.
Oh, the American Idol in me. That's what that is.
Noah Goodrich heating up a little bit here in the second half. He's got 13 points to go with 9 boards for the Genoa Comets, and really doing something that we talked about them missing a little bit early in the game, which is that inside presence.
Yep. The ball, there's some attack modes coming in. And, of course, Coach Bowen has brought some of the younger kids in right now, and Genoa's been able to take advantage of that a lot, as a matter of fact, here in the last couple of minutes.
So Zach Ellison out there right now, Spencer Little, along with Drayton Williams, Andrew Abbey, and Mr. Permar for the Lake Flyers. Is a notch, another turnover, 8 by my count on the night. Connor Bowen, 20 points tonight. Brandon Neal, 16. Jacob Rettig, 4 3-pointers for all 12 of his points. And his brother Jared with 9 points and 10 rebounds, right near a double-double. So it's been a total team effort for the Flyers. And on the other end, we've seen the hustle from the Comets, Mikey, but offensively just never quite were able to get into a rhythm here in this game tonight.
Well, I think the hustle's there. I think the one thing the Comets are lacking right now is the confidence level that they got to bring on themselves. You know, there's just a level of confidence that when I've got that ball, whether left or right hand, I'm going to the hoop. I am going to score. Nobody's going to stop me from scoring. And that's got to be something, you know, put into your head. And if you can do that, then good things can start happening for you.
Here's a 3 from the corner. That one goes off. I believe that was Sutter over there. Ellison comes away with the board.
I give Sutter props for taking that, though.
He's hustled tonight.
Yeah, he's hustled very well tonight.
2 points and 4 boards. Spencer Little gets the rebound. Loose ball rebound and gets the points, and the bench erupts. They love it when that guy comes
Spencer Little is a name you're going to be hearing for the next 2 to 3 years at Lake. He's a great ball player, and he hustles.
So 63-33. Well, he's a junior this year, so next year he'll be a senior. He'll be out there with Brandon Neal.
I thought he was a sophomore. I'm sorry.
1:31 to go. So we're going to get a foul on the inside. That one is going to be on Andrew Abbey. The Comets are going to fall to 9-7 overall, 5-5 in NBC play. Lake is going to improve to 13-2 overall, 8-1 in NBC play. Shaping up for that big showdown next week against Rossford.
Look at
Spencer
that.
Little going all the way down the floor.
Oh, man.
And his right shoulder hit the first row of the bleachers pretty hard there. But he shakes it off.
Wow.
Young fella's fast, man.
That hurt me just looking at it. That would have broke me into 3 pieces.
got a wet spot where officials want to clean up.
No, they
Or
don't.
No. I thought it was a wet spot. It
Well,
was an empty
basically,
spot.
yeah, it was an empty
It was
spot,
an empty
yeah.
spot. It was a spot.
It was a spot. You weren't wrong, Mike.
I was half right. Which, in 4th grade, that means you still were wrong if you're half right.
I see.
Remember, you'd be like, but Mrs. Gladio, I showed my work, right? I mean, I don't. Yeah, but the answer was wrong. You can't win when you're a kid.
Were you one of those kids where it was like, but.
Oh, I would plead my case,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, yeah. I can
Absolutely.
imagine you being that kid. You.
I mean, I don't know
Now
if you can
see-
tell, but I like to tack. And there's the inside play
That's
right
what
there.
I need. That's what we need to see.
Jamal White, he's got 4 tonight. Or excuse me, those are his first 2.
Whoop. Yes, he did. Up and down.
So 63-35 after the bucket from White. Under a minute to go here. Flyers keep moving. Genoa still staying in the hunt. They came in tied at 3rd in the league. 5-4 in the conference. They'll be 500 in NBC play after this one.
Look at White. Look at White.
The young fella's hustling.
Yep. I think he got.
And that, and to me, that's the biggest takeaway watching this game tonight. And we've seen it throughout the years. And what Zach Ald's building out here in Genoa, Mikey, is these guys play hard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's not quit in the comments. They're just a team that's rebuilding the program right now. Look at the little turn-away floater.
I like it.
From Sutter. 4 points, 4 boards for the young fella. 63-37. Under 20 to go here. And Josiah Bradfield.
Stop.
Josiah Bradfield comes away with the steal.
See, you got the power on. You're going. You got to make a beeline to the basket, and a lot of these guys keep like a straight setup instead of taking the diagonal and going right to the rim. And that's, you can cross over, you can go, and I think he might have been in a little bit better shape there.
First free throw goes off for Josiah Bradfield.
But I
Hustling and
still give
bustling
him
out
credit.
there. Freshman,
He took it
dude, he's
down.
a freshman
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
too, man. The
Yeah.
difference in development physically, especially between a freshman and a senior, unless you're LeBron James, who is a freak of nature, as we all know, in high school, starting varsity as a freshman, and I think they won the state that year too. It takes a lot of guts to go out there and hang with these guys when you're 14, 15, playing with 17, 18-year-olds.
Yep.
Ellison will dribble it out, and that'll do it. 63-38 is your final score. The Flyers take care of business, Mikey. They improved to 13-2, 8-1 in the league. Genoa drops to 9-7 and 5-5 in NBC play.
Well, what you got to see tonight is textbook Lake Flyer basketball. The steals, once again, a lot of steals, a lot of being able to make things happen out of nothing. Connor Bowen just went crazy early in the game, and then Jacob Redden closed his eyes, throws the ball up, 3-3-3-3. Incredible shooting tonight. And they all played real well. They really, really had a good game. Not taking anything away from Genoa at this point, but I think when Coach wants to sit down and talk to Genoa, I think what they need to talk about is, listen, we got to figure out a way to get ourselves into a position to either score or be fouled. When you're only going to have 8 or 10 fouls, how many fouls do we have in a game?
Not a whole lot. In the second half, we had 11 combined fouls in the second half. But neither team got into the 1-and-1 even in the second half.
Nope. And see, that cannot happen. If that's one thing you're going to have and you're going to write on the chalkboard at practice on Monday morning, or probably Saturday morning, knowing Coach, you're going to write on that chalkboard is we have to get the ball to the hole more, even if it means falling down, even if it means whatever. We got to get it done.
So 63-38. Don't go anywhere because we come back. We're going to wrap things up here and give you some final thoughts on the game here on Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide Lime and Hydrate. serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jameson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music and Creative Video Imagery.
For this? How could you forget? Bet you wish you had one of these last winter. TAS Electronics has remote car starters from $129 installed, plus heated seats starting at just $149. No one can stop the winter, but with TAS, you can have a nice, warm vehicle waiting for you. Get over to TAS today.
TAS Electronics, feel the power. TAS Electronics, it's hot.
Everyone knows Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Or did he? Turns out a man named Antonio Mucci actually made the first telephone. Mucci never paid the $10 fee to claim his patent on the phone. And 11 years later, Alexander Graham Bell filed his patent for the phone. Mucci died penniless and forgotten. Do you have a great idea? Call Fraser, Clemens, Martin, and Miller to protect your idea with a trademark, patent, or copyright. Don't let someone else benefit from your idea. Protect it today.
Smoothbore Sporting Goods, 425 West College Avenue, Pemberville, Ohio, is your firearms specialist. We buy, sell, trade quality firearms and hunting supplies. Smoothbore Sporting Goods can help you with your technical support for all your firearms, along with professional repairs. Call them today at 419-287-7111 before your next weekend of hunting, and check out the newest firearms and hunting supplies before you head out. Smoothbore Sporting Goods, 425 West College Avenue in Pemberville, your one-stop hunting and firearms store.
Do your utility bills have you down? Get out from under those heavy bills with new windows from Dunright Building Services. New windows from Dunright can change the vision of your home both inside and out. And right now, for a limited time only, you can get any white double hung standard window for only $179 each. Remember, for a job done right, you better call Dunright.
New home, same address. It starts with new windows. Call us at Dunright Building Services today.
Planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. You don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery, making moments into lifetime memories.
$63-38 is your final score out here. Genoa, the Flyers take care of business. I'm Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson, and we've got Coach Ryan Bowen. And, Coach, when you look at this game tonight, I mean, I always talk to you before the game, you always talk about playing fast. You guys did that again here tonight and got off to a good start there in the first quarter.
Yeah, the kids came out and played our style of basketball tonight. The thing we like to do is we like to get our hands on a lot of passes and a lot of balls, and we got a ton of deflections tonight. Got to, turn steals into, points. Obviously, when we shoot the ball, we're really good, and we shot the ball well tonight. A great team effort. I think we had 4 kids in double figures, I feel. So when that happens, it makes it pretty easy to coach.
I know when you watch the team play defense, I mean, and it was funny because I said it late in the game. Normally you say, defense makes offense. But the one thing that I noticed tonight with Genoa, I flipped it around and I said, the offense is going to make a little defense because the boys, I'm not going to say they didn't have to play defense, but I noticed Genoa was real tentative taking the ball into the throat of your defense tonight. It just wasn't happening.
Yeah. We were kind of wanting them to dribble at us, and they kind of took it back out. It's surprising because I thought, well, maybe they're going to want to stall a little bit. Well, when you look up and you have a 17-point lead, you just tell the kids to sit back and be patient. Contest shots from all their shooters and box out after they shoot it, and the kids did a good job of that.
Well, I know next Friday night we got a big game we're going to be doing over at Rossford. One of your only losses of the year. I mean, I don't want any secrets or anything here, but what is the game plan from the standpoint of now that you got Jacob Reddick back? He's all of a sudden become your three-point goddess, the guru of 3 points now, and if that one would have gone in when he was like this, falling back, like, I'm just going to take this, I saw the look on your face, when if that went in, so it's going to change the game plan a lot for you.
It does. Having Jake back spreads the floor. He's a great shooter. If he squares it up, he's one of the best shooters around. When you have 4 guys on the court that can shoot it and put it on the bounce, it opens up lanes for our drivers, and it makes it tough to guard. And having Jake back is a big plus for us.
And Ryan, it's interesting too because you guys are 13-2 now overall. You had that tough 2-game stretch where you lost back-to-back to Swan and Rossford, but you guys are now 6-0 since then. What did that little stretch, 2-game stretch, do for your guys' team? Because obviously you have a very experienced team.
Yeah. Well, things can get a little complacent when you're in practice, and I think we won 7 in a row. There's little things that we're really not doing, but you don't want to change much because you're on a winning streak. Those 2 losses, I told the kids, we have to learn from them. We can become a better team. It was early on in the season, which wasn't a bad thing. So I think we as a coaching staff learned some things. The kids did as well. They realized you can't come out and be complacent because anybody can beat you any given night. So I'm very proud of how they have responded, and hopefully we can keep it going.
So the Flyers respond. They take care of business tonight. 63-38 is your final score. Thank you for joining us, Coach Bone. We appreciate it. So for Mike Jameson,
he's got to get ready for Central now.
He's got to get ready for Central. We want to thank all you fine, lovely people again for watching at home. We appreciate you guys keeping the ship afloat here at Toledo Sports Network, coming to you each and every weekend with high school basketball. Lucas did a great job on camera. Always have fun out here at Genoa. They're great folks. And we've got great NBC games coming up. We mentioned the big one against Rossford next week. We'll have that one for you next Saturday night. And it's been a lot of fun this year, Mikey.
Yeah, check out the website because we've got over 80 basketball games since 2009, basketball and football games on there. And you can watch them and enjoy them. They're all free. We're getting out to over 100 or 900,000 people, which has got to be the biggest in the area. And we do appreciate all the great calls. And if you need some DVDs of the games, we can do them for you. So for Mike Bauman, I thank you so much for being a part of the Toledo Sports Network. And check out our website for our Tuesday night game that we'll have.
ToledoSportsNetwork.com, Facebook /Toledo Sports Network, and on Twitter at Toledo Sports NW. Thanks again for joining us. Have a safe and fun weekend, everybody.